insured. So I say, okay,
Right.
don't let me stop you because I'm trying to make it.
Exactly.
Sir.
Exactly. And that's the key.
Yeah,
If you know what you're fighting, you can win.
that's right.
And
Uh,
you suppose you didn't know. See, that's the thing when it creeps up on you.
right. Well, see, and that's the key to us going to get checked like we supposed to.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
So
I don't leave no stones unturned when it comes to that. I mean, in the past 6, 7 years, I done went through it. So I ain't something come up. I got to go.
gotcha.
Okay.
I understand. Absolutely.
Hey, that's
Absolutely.
smart, man. You know we're
Yeah.
Yeah.
recording right now. We on live also. But
Yeah.
a lot of black men need to hear this, so go ahead and talk what you're
Oh
saying.
yeah.
That's
See,
so true.
and that's one of the things I mentioned that on the call earlier. That we all need to take the time out and go for our physicals, go get your
Mm-hmm.
blood work done, and get everything checked. Don't leave nothing turned.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Know your
Yeah,
numbers. Yeah.
yeah. Know your
Know your
numbers.
numbers.
I mean, go get your be tested. Anybody out there playing around doing with it, go get tested for everything for
Mm-hmm.
AIDS. It don't matter.
Yeah.
So you don't want nothing slipping up on you.
Yeah.
I said when my doctor, I told him, I said I want to be tested. He said, well, you have some problems. I ain't told you I had no problems, but I want to.
Right.
Well, my last physical was the first time I asked the guy to test me for HIV. I had
Yeah.
never been tested for that. I didn't think I had anything, but it's still waiting on the results. It's still ain't the most
Hey.
fun thing.
Right. But see, and the thing is, we have to be strong about it because sometimes when you're dealing with partners, you don't know where they've been.
Right.
You
And
know where
who they
you've
been with,
been.
yeah.
You know where you've been, but you don't know where they've been or what they've
Yeah.
been doing. So
Right.
that's why I say when
That's
it comes to certain things, I don't leave no stones unturned. So
That's good,
and
man.
shooting, I went.
yeah.
I went Sunday. They told me they were gonna have the results on Monday,
Okay.
and
Wow.
they ain't got back to me yet. But I said, well, no news is good news. So
And that's usually the way it is, Shed. Gary, if it's something wrong, they're gonna call you quick.
yeah.
That's what I discovered. And because I know that waiting, man, it's hard when you're waiting.
Oh, oh,
It was so
man,
good.
my mom been blowing me up. Well, what did I say, Mom? They ain't called me yet. Settle down.
Right.
That's a loving mother, brother.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
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 Yeah, bro. It ain't no
Archstradamus
joke.
What up there,
showing
artist?
his face. Go ahead, Shed. I'm sorry.
Hello, guys. Hello.
It's all
We
good,
talking
man.
about health here for a second.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it sounds like something serious there.
It,
No, he
no,
just
it's
talking about you gotta get. I'll let
just
Shed
speaking
talk.
on it, Art. That way, nothing I hadn't said before. By how
Mm-hmm.
we just got to take the time out to check ourselves because
Yeah.
we'll be the last one to go to the doctor.
That is true.
And
Yeah.
sometime when we go, sometimes it be too late.
Yeah. And it's
Yeah.
crazy. You were mentioning like the tests, all the tests they gave you, and that the HIV test too. Uh, it slipped up on me. I took the test and didn't even know it, bro. That I was applying for this life insurance,
Yeah.
and what happens if you apply for a certain amount and it's a nice amount that's included in the test, you know, and I didn't know it at the time, but then when I got the results back, they were like, "Oh, everything is fine," and they started giving me my results, and I was like, "Oh, you took that? I didn't know you had to take. I didn't know y'all was taking
Hey.
that." But I'm glad everything was cool. But
Yeah,
I just
man.
didn't know, so I wouldn't worry because I didn't know. But all this included. But like you say, you want to know your numbers and your PSA and all that stuff. And like I
Yeah.
said, it ain't no fun, bro.
Yeah. Your PSA and stuff is important.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Cholesterol count, all that stuff.
Yeah.
But like I say, it ain't no fun, bro. Colonoscopy, that was no
Oh
fun. I
man.
took that this year.
Woo.
Yeah.
Well, I done had 5 of them.
Yeah.
Okay.
They were
Yeah.
like, you fine. They said, we'll see you in, what did he say, 5, 7 years, something like that.
Yeah.
He
Shoot.
said,
My very first one, I had like about 8 polyps.
mm,
but they all were
benign.
Was benign, and I was like, "Thank you, Jesus." But
Yeah,
the only reason what made me go was I kept seeing all this blood in my shorts. I said, "Well, where this blood coming from?"
Yeah,
scary,
you never
man.
gotta go.
Yeah, and I said, "Okay," and I went, and they said, "Oh no, we got to go in," and I'm like, "Oh man." And see, and this was before I even knew anything about a colonoscopy.
Right.
And I say, wow. And
well, they actually, I think they've moved the ages. You know, they used to recommend start taking them at age 50, but they, in a lot of cases, especially our family history, but I think even
yes.
but you can get one earlier than that too. I think in some companies like to recommend it earlier, but yeah, you should be doing it by the time you're 50 or so, and that's the way it works. If you come out clean, they'll tell you come back in 10 years.
Right.
If you come out with stuff, you move some polish, then you know that it's going to
they'll
be
tell
less.
you every 3 to 5 years or something like that.
Yeah, and I've kind of been on that 3 to, I've had a 3 to 4, I think, so. But yeah, that's something, the things you can prevent, some things is hard to detect, but colonoscopy, PSA and stuff like that, you can control it
if you stay on top of it.
Yeah.
Brother Art is letting his go ahead. I was just Brother Art letting his face be shown today.
I see.
All right.
I got my little,
he off the FBI wanted list. Huh?
Yeah, I got my little cell phone on today, and
okay.
I mean, I got I didn't think. Yeah, I used to have 2 PCs too. So, yeah, I don't know what's up with that camera problem, but I'm not even Yeah, but I have another PC and the cell phone I can work with. So
get you. Yeah. There are programs that will allow you to use your cell phone as a camera for your computer.
That's the only time I really need it. And to be honest, I ain't gonna be having it too much longer anyway. So that one it works. So yeah.
Right.
But I don't even think about it until that time because I be on team meetings, but we're not doing we don't do facials on them. So yeah.
Yeah, the only thing with this thing is that when you don't have your picture up, I noticed YouTube does not even put a square for you in the Zoom thing. You hear your voice, but it doesn't even put a square with your name on it. So what's up, Andy the poet?
Andy.
Hello, how's everybody?
I hope you got a scathing poem for them Falcons for last week, man.
Man, yeah. Hey, they was the first one I thought about when I woke up. Let me grab my pen. Let me vent. Let me vent.
Man, look, I admire you for being so prolific because you come up with something nice every week, man.
Well, thank you.
As a person who writes lyrics for music, brother, that is harder. That's hard to do. That ain't easy to do, man. But you come up with them like it's nothing.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Exercising that gift, man.
Like 12 or 13.
Yeah, man. Mike, I think I cut you off. What were you about to say? You remember?
Oh, no. I was just going to say, those who are listening out here on the Mike and Amaysn show, as we were talking about health, take control of that health because your greatest wealth is your health. So, coming from all the group here, from Cher, from Alfonso, from Art, from Andy, from me, take care of your health. We want you to do that, especially our African-American male men. Let's go take care of that because we want you to stay in the game.
Yes, sir.
There you go.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Hey, man.
Hey.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Hey, I got my thoughts. I'll get it out. Go ahead.
Okay, real quick. Thinking about staying in the game and age. What y'all think about that Tyson fight?
I was gonna say what I was gonna talk about.
Okay. We looking at each other notes, bro, mate.
Man, I think that was a fraud to the consumers, man. When it came out, if it is true what they saying, they say it came out that Tyson by contract couldn't throw uppercuts, couldn't knock him out before the 3rd round, or he would not get the full
wouldn't get the 20 million.
Yeah. So I mean, that's a fraud on the consumer to me. I'm glad Tyson got his money, but still, man.
Yeah. In that case, Mike, after 2 or 3 rounds, he should have just went on and laid down.
Yeah.
I mean, was that? I mean, was that? You read a lot of stuff. I heard Tyson had physical problems and this and that, and some, he had all. So, I mean, was that a legitimate source that said that he could do anything?
I've heard it from a couple of sources, but I don't know unless we look at the contract. I don't think we can really know.
Yeah, they wouldn't have.
And a couple of the sources that stated it said they actually seen the contract, but we don't know if that's true.
Yeah. The dude, again, he's almost 60 years old.
Yeah,
but he now from him directly, I've seen him say something about I don't know, was it he had some medical problem. Actually,
that was when they postponed it the first time, right?
Okay,
right.
I don't know. I didn't. I mean, from what I saw, I didn't see that, but that could be the case because I was kind of glancing. But they couldn't. Nobody have to protect nobody from those 60-year-old man. Tyson, yeah,
man, please.
No,
Rod Jones said Tyson still. That's the hardest he ever got hit.
Well,
I don't know, man.
All right, you think just because the man old? We talked about this before. He still got that old man strength.
Well, even Paul even stated after the first round when he went in there and tagged him a couple of times, he said he's scared. He said that after the match.
Let's ask Ernest, have you heard what some people are saying that it was in the contract? Tyson couldn't throw no uppercuts. He couldn't, if he knocked him out before 3 rounds, he wasn't going to get his $20 million. There were certain things that he could do. Now we're having a discussion about that, and Art is throwing a lot of doubt on it. We don't know, but to me, if that's the truth, that was a fraud on the consumer.
Well, the thing is, if he didn't, I mean, we didn't see him throw no uppercuts, right?
Right.
Didn't see him throw an uppercut, and an uppercut and a left hook is what he usually knocked people out with. When they showed his workout, he knocked out his guy that was sparring with him, his sparring partner. He knocked him out the ring with a left hook. And ever since that after that fight, that was the big thing. Everybody, that it was said. Nobody. See, I know I haven't seen anything on paper, but it was said that was part of the contract, that he could not throw uppercuts and certain things he's doing, and that was one of the reasons why they changed the amount of time.
The whole scheme of the process.
Yeah.
Changed the amount of time of what now?
How long the rounds were.
But they did that in the Roy Jones fight also.
Yeah. The uppercuts
because it's an exhibition.
Really
because it's an exhibition. That's the real thing. Because amateurs fight 2 minutes, professional women fight 2 minutes. And so I think that was the reason why I did it, because they can't, even though they say this is a sanctioned fight, they had to sanction it just because it was happening in their state, or otherwise it couldn't, unless they said it was an amateur fight. So that's why they sanctioned it.
Well, the shorter rounds would favor Tyson, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Because you don't get as tired, right?
The uppercuts would favor the other guy.
Correct.
Yeah,
so that's exactly. You right, Paul?
Exactly.
Paul.
So that's mixed. I mean, if you really put that together, those two don't jive, and that's.
I don't see why they don't jive. They wanted the thing to last along. They wanted it to last 8 rounds. They didn't want the guy to get knocked out.
I thought you said they wanted to protect Paul or something by no uppercuts. Oh, that's what I thought you meant.
They probably did want to protect him and didn't want him to get knocked out. They wanted the thing to last, But we don't know. But if that is true, I can't go for that. That's a fraud, man. Yeah. I'm glad I didn't pay no money for it.
The whole thing. I mean, come on, Al. I mean, the whole thing is a melee. I mean, it's just a publicity stunt, and it costs us whatever money it cost us. And
no, it didn't cost me nothing because I didn't pay nothing.
Tyson paid 20 million plus, and the other boy made 40 million plus. Right. So I mean, and then he was just showing people that if you want to, you can promote your own thing, and that's
there you go.
Much,
well, for me, that's everybody's own standard. For me, I wouldn't pay a dime for with those rules. That's me. You, Art, others may. Because it's an exhibition and y'all enjoy watching it. But if it's not a real fight and I can't go for it. That's
I
just
wouldn't
my
pay for it
opinion.
either. I wouldn't pay for it either. I only watched it because everybody else was interested, but it didn't really interest me. Most of those exhibitions like that, even when did Floyd fight Jake Paul? Who did Floyd fight?
No, he fought Tyson. Oh,
Floyd,
Floyd fought. I think he fought. Was it his brother?
Logan. What is his name? Brother name? What is his brother name?
Logan.
Yeah, you could tell that. We could tell Floyd wasn't really trying to hurt the guy.
No, he wasn't. He wasn't. And he said it too. So he said it too. But listen, if any of y'all paid money to see that fight, I'm gonna be mad with you because you ain't have to. All I had to do is holler at your boy.
But Ernest, check this out. But this one, check this out. They're smart businessmen. They know how to market this thing. They set it up through Netflix that you didn't have to order it. So they knew what they were doing. They knew how. They set up a whole different business model. Okay, so you don't have to do a pay-per-view. You just go to Netflix, and if you got Netflix, you got it.
Yeah.
Bro, they had
and I already had Netflix,
curious.
so
same here. So you're gonna tune in and you're gonna lock in, and then people gonna get paid.
Right.
They were smart. They
the women got paid.
But like I said, if you want to see any of the fights, just holler at your boy.
But Netflix certainly wasn't ready for it, though, were they? They didn't.
Now they had so many people, but you know what? But it shows how successful it was from the business. Man, Netflix, I mean, that thing was buffering and I'm like,
everybody. It was like that for everybody. Art, did you hear that too?
Yeah.
Because they were talking about it on ESPN.
Now, my pay-per-view was a lot better. Yeah, yours was pretty good, right? Well, yours was good, right, Ernie?
It was spinning because I had it on.
I don't think ours was versus Netflix on though. It wasn't.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't.
Yeah, no, it wasn't nowhere. Yeah, a lot of people they say it was horrible.
Oh, it was.
Yeah,
I heard the women.
They say they got a Christmas. They need to fix that because they suppose they doing Beyonce concert and they doing a Christmas Day game.
Yeah.
And they said if it ain't right, they're gonna be out.
Yeah. Them women I heard before that they had got paid like $6,000, but they got paid like millions on that game the other day.
Oh
wow.
I don't know if it's 6 million. They said your boy set it up, Paul set it up like that to where he wanted to push women's sports. So he wanted them on that ticket.
Oh, I heard they were throwing some gloves, dog.
Ooh,
man. Oh, Mike.
Oh, my brother. I saw something that tell in.
You didn't want to even see her. Man, the way.
I didn't like that decision with the women, but it was a good.
That's
fight,
what I heard. Yeah.
She looked like she had 3 eyes, Mike. He butt in the face so bad.
Wow.
For real.
Wow.
I mean, and then the referee said, you better do something different. He took a point and said, you better do something different. She walked up to her, put her hands down, went right back into it. Bam! I was like, what the hell?
Wow.
She was supposed to have been disqualified.
Right. And I heard that wasn't the first time.
Man,
that's how bad it was.
That's wild, man. But yeah, that's like I say, man, that they racked up. I mean, they found a way to promote this thing, man, because they knew a lot of people already have Netflix. So, in people's mind, like, well, I'm going to watch it because I'm curious. I ain't got to dish out $39, $49, $59, $69 for a pay-per-view. I mean, that's what I said. That's what everybody said. And that's why everybody locked in on it.
Well, I got 2 things to say. Well, I got 2 things to utter. And that's Juju. Do y'all know who Juju is?
The quarterback who's going to Colorado?
Yeah.
Hey, from down here in Georgia, dog. Look, is that Carrollton?
Carrollton.
And guess who he look. And hey, Ernest, why is it that your boy down in Georgia never tries to get some of these black quarterbacks? You got the number 1 quarterback.
Well, Georgia, that's the way Georgia is. The only black quarterback we've had up there was that boy that played for the Falcons for a little while.
That's it.
And then we had what's his name before he went to Ohio.
Way back in
the year before Stetson won the title, they started a black quarterback. he had a hard time. I think they were playing Arizona, and I think he got replaced and never got his job back. Shed, I muted you when you were on the phone, so unmute yourself. What you say?
We have my boy too from DeKalb County, Quincy Carter too.
Yeah, that was a previous coach.
Since what's his name? Since Kirby Smart's that they have had at least one that started. He started the season for him, but they pulled him, and he hadn't gone back that way since.
Yeah, Georgia. Period, man. They don't give the brother all this talent in this state, bro.
In this state, right? That's what I don't understand is why they don't recruit at home, because
they say they didn't go after the boy. They didn't go after Juju. And they say they did one unofficial visit. But man, this boy's supposed to be the truth, man. I mean, he's coming out of Carrollton and right in our backyard. And he's going to Colorado.
Well, he's a mixed kid, and he said he's been playing pro style football since he was 10, 11. That's how he practiced.
Is this the one that has decommitted from Georgia?
No. This boy had committed to USC, and he decommitted USC and went to going to Colorado.
Okay.
But remember, I was telling y'all last week they were talking about some black quarterback was coming here, and he decommitted. And I think they say he was thinking about going to Florida State.
No, I didn't hear that one.
I got to look it up again.
But now we know that Deion is not coming to the NFL.
He said he got the kickstand on.
That's right.
Hey, Ernest, and y'all look at what Deion doing. 8-2. All these people hating on him. Oh, it's a circus act. They don't have any talent. Deion don't know how to coach. There's a circus up there. They don't know what they're doing. And they're going to have a year. He's going to fall flat on his face. Not going to win as many games this year as he did last year. 8-2.
Well, if I was him, I'd recite all that when I got that trophy for coaching.
All right.
Yeah.
They won on prime time.
And Aaron, 18. Look, and it seems like they're getting stronger as every week. They block. Look, they coming out at the right time, bro.
Yeah, the offensive line makes a difference. That offensive line makes a big difference.
Come on, and they learning to play together. That offensive, like you say, they didn't have a line last year, but it seemed like they coming together, brother. And it's gonna be interesting to see if they can get in that top 12.
Yeah.
It's gonna be real interesting.
Well, if they win the conference, I don't think they have any choice but to make
I think they're already projected to have a bye in the playoffs.
Okay,
right.
That'll be good.
Yeah, they should win the Big 12 championship.
If they win the Big 12, they in. Matter of fact, they'll like Brian said, they have a bye. So I guess
if they come there now.
Who's playing for the SEC championship game? I don't even know.
We don't know yet. I don't think we
know
know
yet,
right?
bro. That thing they still battling, bro.
Now, what if they play Georgia Bulldogs in the stadium?
Can Georgia still make the conference championship?
It's them.
They can.
Who in the East?
If
how many has Tennessee and Florida lost? Well, see, Georgia's in the east of the SEC.
Well, they
just got to win the East. The West side is where Alabama and Texas.
Yeah, they don't count that anymore, Al. It's just one big conference now.
Oh, it's not East and West anymore.
They just take just the two best teams.
The thing with Georgia,
I didn't know that.
Georgia needs a lot of other things is beyond their control.
Yeah, they need other teams to lose,
and there's more than one.
Right. Yeah, they
don't need to get in that way. To be honest, they probably better off not even getting in that game.
Yep.
And that's probably right. Yeah.
Lane Kiffin said that they interviewed him. He said he had called around to some other coaches, and other coaches like, we don't see an advantage in going to the championship game.
Right.
And there's no benefit.
Right. Because even if you win, it's not going to guarantee that you get a spot.
But no, if you win,
that's not true.
If you win, you get a bye.
But
if you lose, like in Georgia's case, you lose. You got 3 losses. Now you could be out the playoffs altogether.
That's true.
Okay.
So Georgia, Ole Miss,
and also Tennessee, you don't get a break. You don't get a break either. You know, if you pay to the SEC. Let's say if Georgia don't go to the SEC championship game, they'll make the top 12 and they'll get a week off to they get their rest and all that stuff instead of playing. So the worst thing to do is go to the championship game and lose.
Mm-hmm.
But this isn't too bad. They got look at this. Texas and Texas A&M are both top of the conference, and Georgia's only like one game behind those guys.
Yeah, Texas, they're playing. I think they're playing either this weekend or next weekend. They're playing A&M.
But see, you got Alabama and all that. It's about at least two other teams Georgia's got to compete with.
They would lose the tie with Alabama. They would win the one with Tennessee. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You're right. I didn't even look down at Ole Miss.
Yeah.
You're right. They got a tough road.
I'm okay with them not going, to be honest.
Right.
You know what? That's a good point. Yeah. It could work out to their advantage, not even going.
Yeah. I mean, they're ranked number 10. Right. They're ranked number 10 in the playoff voting. So they got a spot in. They don't need anything else. All you doing by going to the title game is just rolling the dice, and there's not enough upside for it.
Yeah. Yeah, especially like you said, if you lose, you might play yourself out of it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Plus, you might get some guys hurt, So
and this is the crazy part, guys. You look at all these SEC teams and the strength of schedule, and then if you look at the top 12 or top 15, man, there's some teams in front of us, man. The schedules are weak, man. I'm like, how these teams, how they gonna figure? What are the criteria? Because if you just look at the top. The rankings right now, I think they got Indiana in there, and
they're undefeated.
They probably should be, right?
So they got to put them in because people have fit if they didn't. You got Texas, which has a very weak schedule, but they're going to play A&M. Penn State, who we all know is going to fall the first time they play a good team.
Yeah.
Notre Dame, I don't really know about them. Miami is like a question mark. They could lose or win. They could win or lose in any given day. Their defense is terrible. And then you got Ole Miss, Georgia, Tennessee. Neither one wants to go to the title game. They're like, we ain't trying to get a third loss.
Yeah. Good point.
They should have where they should either hey, invite, hey, do you want to play? No, that's okay.
You take it. No, I don't want it. No, you go, man. No, you go. No, you go.
Yeah, that's messed up.
If Georgia, what's the quarterback for Georgia?
Beck.
Carson Beck. Yeah, if he's playing the way, he played one of his best games of the year, if I remember.
Yeah.
There could be anybody if he's playing like that.
Because he a mental game. He got somebody.
Yeah, his thing is mental. Exactly. Because he came in thinking that he was gonna. Somebody interviewed him in the beginning of the season. He said he wanted to win the Heisman Trophy. He came back because he didn't have to stay, but he came back because he wanted to win. He said he wanted to win the Heisman Trophy. He wanted to be the MVP or something like that, and something else he was, and the championship. He wanted to win the championship.
Is he a senior now?
Yeah, well, he was a senior last year, so I guess he's 50th senior now.
Is he? Okay.
I think that's what they said. And so, and then he put all that pressure on himself. He he can't live up to that. I mean, he's all right as a quarterback, but actually Georgia hasn't had a dynamic quarterback to me. Stetson probably was the closest thing to it.
Yeah.
And people didn't like him.
I think Beck has more talent than Stetson.
I think Justin Fields got more than both of them.
I think the high side of Beck is a lot higher than Stetson.
Yeah, but Stetson, he gave you he was a great competitor game in and game out.
Yes, and he didn't make a lot of mental mistakes.
That's right.
He didn't have to do as much. He's a little more polished, but he didn't have to do as much as Beck either, though, right? Georgia had dominant offensive lines back then, too, guys.
Yeah,
their offensive line now is just, average to below average. And it's supposed to be their strength. But Benson, Beck is his ceiling is higher. But he hasn't performed this year, that's for sure. He's had some issues. But his ceiling is a lot higher than Stetson Benson, I think.
Well, like one of these days, I guess you're right. We're gonna recruit a top 5-star quarterback up in here, and if we can ever get that to happen, then we won't have to be dealing with all this other stuff, Because I don't think your defense has to be lights out. I don't think your defense should have to be lights out. If it is, okay, fine. But your offense has a part to do in it as well. And if your quarterback is the weak link, then
that's the problem.
I think the only game he's cost them is maybe the Ole Miss. They played a good game against Alabama, though, right? They won with 36.
Yeah, but the first half was awful against Alabama.
The first half was crap. I mean, if they had got 3 points,
he put them in a real hole. He put them in a serious hole.
Yeah, I mean, the thing with Georgia this year, SEC is more competitive. The transfer portal and the offensive line is not, they have to make more plays on offense, that's sure. And I wish he would. He's had a bad game or two. But Georgia's just, their offensive line is nowhere near what it was back in the day. And their defense is, not as many stars either, though, right?
No.
The rest of
but the defense is decent, though. But the offense, they're up and down.
But let's be real, though. You guys want to talk football. Georgia's never, ever, since you all been here, had a regular season this tough. They didn't even play Alabama but once every 4 or 5 years.
Yeah,
okay?
They definitely got a tough
and they didn't
season.
play no Texas.
Oh, it's been a good day. Oh.
No, I ain't gonna say they didn't play Alabama. They played Alabama almost every year. And
they didn't play them in the regular season.
They
didn't play them in the regular season.
No, not in the regular season.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So you judge
that.
Yeah, they had the benefit. Yeah, they had the
regular season. They don't even have. Nobody don't see these competition.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Well, not that level. You're right, because they definitely didn't have Texas.
It's been a whole different level of competition.
Yeah, Ole Miss stronger, so it's a whole different level of competition.
Yeah,
the NIL is kind of making things more equal.
And the portal. I think that's why Alabama's coach left. He saw it coming.
I was getting ready to say I think he just quit because he just
that's what he said.
He lost his edge. He didn't have his edge. He wasn't.
He said that in the interview. He said it in the interview.
You had a system that favored him previously to a system that was going to be a lot more competitive.
Right.
And at 77 years old, I guess it's time to go.
He took his ball and say, "I'll see y'all later. I don't want to play no more."
Yeah.
Why this damn thing?
He said
being the one looking at everything dark.
Being that they were bringing
everything
all the NIL deals in there, he ain't want to have
everything's dark. Is it only me or is it my phone?
Everything is cool over here.
It's still here.
Yeah.
Is it? Okay. I mean, I can see y'all, but it just looked like it's fading.
Yeah.
I don't know what the hell's going on.
We see you pretty good. I mean, we see you.
You live on
you
color.
What's that? Atlanta Falcons colors or what you got on?
You can log off and come back in if you want.
You can't see that?
No, man, look like a dirty bird. Look like a dirty bird.
I was just getting ready to say. Now we were talking about defense. Now, Art, you and I had the conversation about Kansas City. When they blocked the field goal and won, right?
Yeah.
And I was saying, yeah, they did that. That was part of the plan, but they still wasn't playing up to par. And now you see what I'm talking about, because old boy lit they behind up. I don't know what's going on with the secondary, but they better get it together. We ain't got to worry about many more folks than that, but except Buffalo. And then for that boy to just take off running and run a 35-yard touchdown.
Yeah,
I mean that's just. That to me, secondary just ain't doing their job.
I see it totally different from you. I think the defense has carried them all year.
I agree with that. I agree with that.
Okay, absolutely. That's why
with that. But right now, the last 2 games, they have not played Kansas City football. First it was the offense that wasn't playing Kansas City football. Now the defense ain't playing Kansas City.
I just can't. Their defense has been perfect.
I ain't gonna say that, because if they was, they'd still be perfect.
I mean, the offense.
If they had made 1 or 2 plays, they could have made 1 or 2 more plays in that game with Buffalo, and they'd still be undefeated. But it didn't happen.
I tell you what, there's almost nobody in the league that wouldn't take Kansas City's defense.
Yeah, I got that. I think, but that don't mean that they playing the best they can play right now. The secondary. You look at the game. That's all I gotta say. Look at the game. Ain't no way in the hell you run that loose.
If you take 11-game season and their defense has been carrying them every game. You're not. It's the NFL, man. Teams score points.
I'm not giving them away. I'm just telling you, just like the
Mahomes
offense,
is one of the worst passer records.
Just like the offense has not been playing good offense, but they've been
But the defense ain't gonna shut people. They can't hold people to 13 points every week, Ernest. This is the NFL.
No, you can't. But they have.
Okay.
But they have.
They ran into, I think, one of only a couple of teams that could have taken advantage of the Chiefs. I think the majority of teams in the league, the Chiefs still would have won that game.
Yeah, right. Did anybody? Was there any footage of Mercury Mars and the boys popping champagne?
Yeah, they have footage of Larry Zonka.
Okay.
Yes, they like.
Your boys, they wait on that every year, man.
Every year.
Hey, I've been waiting on it too.
Because Buffalo was really the only team that I thought would have a chance at knocking them out, and
well, they had a chance of beating them or stopping them from going perfect, but ain't nobody gonna stop them from going to Super Bowl. That's not gonna happen.
Ernest say that so arrogant.
All right.
I'm just saying. The thing I say is arrogant, Al, but that's how it is. That's not arrogance. That's confidence.
The way you said it, dog, that was arrogant.
That's confidence. That's exactly what it is. Ain't nobody gonna stop us. And I got money on it, right, Art?
Wait a minute, y'all. We are live on YouTube.
What you talking about, man?
We're a podcast.
I understand that.
What you talking about, man? What you talking about, Ernest?
That's okay. We'll talk about it later.
I know. I got you. I got you, man. I stand by, man.
Chad, you Chad is so quiet over there, man. What, you scared to talk?
What up, nephew?
Chad said y'all didn't bring. Tell them they didn't bring ice back, did they?
Bobby Hart.
Stop it.
Yeah, they didn't bring the board back.
Y'all need to quit.
I got something to make Chad happy though. What about that, Chad? What you got to say about that?
Oh, I know. Yeah. I was trying to bring that up. I was trying to bring it up.
See what the hell it is.
That's real right there. What's that about that, Chad?
Of course. I mean, the man did great all year long.
Yeah.
Chris said, but too bad he couldn't do it in the playoffs though. He had a sore arm or something, or what was happening?
Yeah, he was hurt, but I mean, they was gonna lose anyway.
Okay.
I mean, that's my team and all, but man, that team, they had too many problems.
Yeah, they were good to make the play. I mean, they had so many injuries.
It was a lot. So it was a lot.
Speaking of injuries, what do you guys think about our what's our superstar?
Acuna.
What is he going to be? Injury prone, back and forth, or?
I don't know.
Time will tell.
I hope not, but that's a hard one. I hope not.
I wonder, is he going to slow down? He might stop stealing a lot of bases. I don't know.
He owes us at least one good postseason, though. You know what I mean?
I mean, he's still young, though, ain't he?
Yeah, he's still young, very young.
Okay, well, he ain't worried about that. Shit. I broke my ankle. I didn't break my ankle.
But he said he's been hurt about 3 times, though, Ernest.
Yeah.
He's been hurt a lot.
But that's when you bounce back when you're young.
Yeah, and bones heal quick.
He plays so hard.
Yeah,
I mean, he goes hard. And he put a lot of torque and pressure on them joints.
Because one of his big injuries, he ran into the fence, right?
Yeah.
One a couple years ago was just playing real aggressive. Sometimes you gotta let it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Two-edged sword. It's a two-edged sword.
Use your brain. Like my coach told me, he said, you gotta use your mind. He said, you gotta mind that wall is there. It does not move. I don't care how much padding you got on it. So
you gotta play though. You gotta keep on doing what you're doing, man. If that's how you play, man, I don't have no problem with it, man.
And I agree. I don't
want to see him trying to tear up no walls though. Sometimes he got.
I know. When I was playing, we had them white boys we had them white guys that would run up to the fence. jump up and flip over the fence to catch the ball, keep it from being a home run. I told him, y'all can have that one because I will not be doing that.
Y'all been looking at Soto?
Soto.
Yeah, y'all been tracking him? Man, that man about to get paid.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I believe it.
Oh, yeah.
I wonder when does Acuna's contract come up? You know,
because I thought they had him signed for a few years, right?
They signed him. I think it was it 10 years? Or
but they wanted to lock it in.
10-year stuff.
And really, they were getting him at a discount. They wanted to lock him in early. I'm like,
him and his shortstop partner, they signed both of them to long contracts, but it was low, you know, comparatively.
In comparison, like, don't sign that. No, not yet. We ain't going that long.
What, isn't he making about 20-something a year? Is he making from a search?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'd have to look it up. You know,
I don't want the Braves to sign I don't want the Braves to sign anybody to a 10-year contract though. I don't think that works out for the teams,
especially not for the person. They're gonna take your youth and throw you away.
Well. Yeah, just doing a lot of teams get locked. You know, that's one of the Pujols and all that. Those, more times than not. And the what's the guy with another guy with the Angels? Most of those guys, they after 3-4 years they get all banged up. And
okay, there we go, y'all.
Okay,
8 years, $100 million.
That'll work for me.
So, but that's real low annually for a guy.
Man, they got a steal.
They did that. I mean, I'm like, I don't know if I would have signed that. Like, no, that's.
You know, at the time he was on his rookie contract, so maybe for about 3 or 4 years you signed something like that. But 8 years,
8 years, no.
Well, you know those guys. There's a company out there that what they do is when they see prospects, you know, in the AAAs and the low rank, they go and talk to them. You know, they got all these statistics and algorithms, and they say, okay, this guy, he's gonna be good one day, and he's gonna get a big contract. So what they do is they go down and find them and say, hey, well, they might not be getting, you know, but $10,000-$20,000 a year, you know, playing in those positions. They go down there and give them $150,000 for 25% of whatever they, you know, when they get their big contract, you know, and then that's how they making their money. And you know, I call it being vultures, but I guess it's just business, you know what I'm saying? So
well, check it out. Y'all think that was bad? Look at this one.
Mike Harris got a little too.
What?
Was it Albert? What?
7 years,
35 million. So he is annually at $5 million, man.
Oh no,
yeah.
In baseball, in Major League Baseball.
Yeah,
Major League Baseball.
And he's one of the best shortstops in the league.
Right, that's Robert right there. What happened to that guy? We gave him all the millions a couple years ago.
Who?
Who was that? Yeah, right after we went to the World Series. They paid him all the millions. And
what position did he play?
Was it third base or?
Well, they gave the third baseman a whole lot of money. He makes more than Acuna and Albies. What's the guy's name who plays third?
Riley.
Riley, yeah. Riley's a good player, but he's not better than Acuna.
No,
yeah, Riley makes more. Let's look his up. Well, y'all go ahead and talk. I'll look.
Come on, man. Come on.
Because one of them they gave.
What's Riley's first name?
Austin Riley.
Name? Okay.
Yeah, they gave him the max deal.
Wow, that's crazy.
And once they signed it, they weren't the same. Wasn't the same.
Yeah.
Oh man, y'all gonna trip on this. Goodness.
Let's see.
Compared to what we saw for Acuna. Over 2 times.
Wow.
Man. Over 2 times as much. Yep.
Come on, bro.
Sure.
Wow. Acuna was what, $100,000 for how many years?
$100 million.
For $100 million for 8 years. So it's not quite 2 times, but that's whoa.
Yeah,
annually. Yeah, it is. I mean, look, because annually, look at that, man.
21 million.
I can't believe that, bro.
21 million a year.
So after taxes, he probably
versus
get
12 million a year.
You know why he got
12
that though.
million, yes, well, I mean.
Go ahead, Chad.
You know why he got that though.
No, that you said 200.
If you pull that back up, listen. If you hey, pull that back up. What do that say at the top? 23 through 20 33.
33.
Operation extension.
Yes, that's why.
What'd you say, Mike?
He say arbitration extension. That's what it says. 2023.
Oh, I got you. You say
everybody don't go to arbitration. Everybody don't do that.
Did he win that in arbitration, or they just gave?
Yes. Yeah. So.
Okay.
Yeah, you're gonna get paid more money if you do that.
Okay.
But not everybody can.
Okay.
I think with Acuna, he signed his a little bit earlier than it was due.
Yeah.
But I'm surprised he signed 10 years. Maybe he could have got a little. So he started making a little more money earlier than he would have on his natural contract.
Right.
But then, the Braves were
still highway robbery
on the back, and they know that. They know that's highway robbery.
Well, there's only robberies he plays. Now, if he's gonna be hurt half the time.
Oh, do you work for the Braves?
No, I'm saying
I'm just
if he's gonna be hurt,
if
he's gonna be hurt because he's probably been hurt about.
He can't predict that. What about Austin Riley could get hurt? That's just part of the game, man.
I'm saying if it works out, sometimes it works out for the player too. If they end up, because Acuna's been hurt a lot, right?
I only know of 2 times. You said 3.
He's been okay.
What was
we
the
know
third
he hurt
time?
when they won the World Series, okay, and then we know he's been hurt late. But there's been another injury in there too.
But it wasn't no season-ending injury, was it? He's only had 2 season-ending injuries.
Well, only 2. Okay.
That I know of. Well, hey.
Yeah, I mean that's a lot.
Yeah.
No, I think he should have signed a shorter contract first and foremost. Okay, so yeah,
I agree with that.
I think he even if they would have signed him for. I don't know how much he fought for the shortest contract, but I won't be surprised if he plays the MB form. I don't think that contract will last. I think they'll work with it. If he stays healthy and play anywhere near,
yeah.
I think he's gonna go to the bank next time.
They got. I mean, whoever his agent is, I don't want
it. I agree with you. Hey, and I hope him and Albies, I wanted to have the same agent because they partners. Albies was even way worse than
that's ridiculous.
Do y'all think Atlanta Braves regret getting rid of your boy Freeman?
That's a good question. That's a good question.
Freeman left here, man. They didn't get rid of him.
Well, let's put it like this.
Do they regret
not working it out?
Right. They could have kept him if they wanted.
Yeah.
I don't. I mean, I've seen a lot of stories about that. Now they were surprised that Freeman left as quick. Freeman. Yeah. I don't know if even Freeman was holding on the page with his agent too, but Freeman, he didn't even make any much more money for going to LA, to be honest.
Right. That's what I'm saying. He wanted to stay here. Yeah. He wanted to stay there.
I mean, yeah.
That's
all doing better than the Braves.
How can you and your agent be so disconnected that it seemed like at that time they would have had great communication?
Exactly.
Contract time.
And let me ask you this: Who you think has the better first baseman, LA or Atlanta?
LA, because I mean Freeman hits for both. I think his average is better than oh boy.
Yeah, it is.
Olsen is a decent player, but whose defense is better, Chad? In your opinion?
Man, I'm gonna give it to. Oh man, I was gonna say Matt Ryan, y'all.
Matt Ryan on the brain, boy. Hey, Chad, he does not play baseball.
I would take Freddie Freeman.
Freddie Freeman.
That is a lot higher, and that keep that. With these home run guys, it's all or nothing. I mean,
now,
so I would take Freeman.
Freddie Freeman is always gonna hit batting average for 300. He's going to be good for that. He is always going to get you hits.
He's not going to disappear. You know, sometimes
now
disappear sometimes.
Our first baseman, we know what he can do now because remember what he did last year. So we know what he can do, but we're not going to get that all the time.
Yeah, who was that Art just said? It's either home run or strikeout or nothing. You know what I mean? Yeah. Sanders, let's ask you right quick, man. How's your wife? You left last time you were going to the emergency room.
And she's doing much better. She twisted her knee some kind of way.
Okay.
And it gave her it's had quite a bit of pain for the last few days, but she's getting better now.
Okay. Glad to hear that.
Good. Yeah.
Thank y'all for asking.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But I vaguely heard y'all speak about the Falcons here.
Hadn't brought the Falcons up.
We
got on the line.
You
just had that on your brain.
I know you've been dreaming about it. We're gonna say that for last.
Well, go ahead on with it.
Right.
We were gonna get to it, so go ahead.
We're gonna get to it now.
I'll wait. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
It's a good segue, brother. It's a good segue. Come on.
Well, I was kind of a little bit disappointed about what I'm seeing with the Falcons here the last couple of weeks.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how to. I don't know.
Hey, you about ready to start back wearing your stuff, man. You put it back over the corner.
I might have touched it. They owe me, but no, man. I don't know.
They look horrible, didn't they?
Brian's wife back on our case again. You know.
Oh yeah.
She was quiet for a while. She's back on our case now.
I wanted to say they are who we thought they were.
So. Yes, they are.
Not yet. Let's not do it yet.
Okay.
I tell you what, scary though. If the Falcons lose and the Saints win, I think the Saints only be one game behind us.
Right,
oh, man, I wish you hadn't said that.
Right. Yeah, man. That's
We want these flags to go up in the attic.
Yeah, man. Right now, they got us in panic mode. They off this week, and they leaving us dangling out here because lost 2 games that you should have won. And these are trap games, man. I mean, this could be pivotal, and this is where the season could turn and go south real quick.
You guys are more. I'm a Falcons fan, but obviously I call you guys the local. But some of us other guys, should we shut the line down when the Falcons lose on Monday? Because should we just say? I mean, we were trying to get some conversation going.
Hey,
y'all got to man up, man.
If that's the case, the Cowboys should have been long gone, back burn.
Cowboys, the Jets, who else? Giants, all of them. There's 4. There's 3 teams that's got 2 and 8, and I think New Orleans is not New Orleans. Yeah, one of them is New Orleans is 4 and 6 or something like that.
New Orleans 4 and 6. Yeah.
Man, the Cowboys have lost 5 in a row.
Yeah.
Yeah, they looking bad right now, bro.
I don't know who's the worst, the Cowboys or the Giants.
Giants lost 5 in a row.
Or the Jaguars.
And the Jaguars
is one of them. Yeah.
So
let me ask y'all a question.
So your boy eyeing the Jaguars.
Who?
Belichick.
He probably like that quarterback.
The coach. Yeah, I'm surprised. I am surprised that Trevor Lawrence is not playing better than what he is. Because I don't know, maybe it's his line or whatever. I don't know his offensive scheme. I don't know, but he has. My goodness, he's played far less below the level that I thought he would play. Sure.
How's your nephew doing?
Man, don't call his name.
Is he playing?
I see him out there.
Okay.
And I see him, going at the folks. I don't know, look like sometimes they run away from him quite a bit, but they haven't called his name. I haven't heard his name yet.
Okay.
So,
well, maybe it'll work. Maybe it'll turn. Is he starting now?
He's not a starter, but he's in the mix.
Mm-hmm. What round? He was picked first round?
He was picked first round, number 28.
Okay.
And what team is he on? I missed that.
Bengals.
Cleveland.
Cincinnati Bengals.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cincinnati Bengals. For what's it worth, the guy who we wanted, at least I wanted the Falcons to pick, Dallas. Is it Dallas Green?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not doing well at Minnesota. At least so far he's not. So yeah, he's not doing well. You know, he hadn't done much. Even when he hasn't been hurt, he has he's only got a sack or two all year so far. So I don't know. You know, maybe whatever.
What do y'all think about the scheme of our defense, man? We play so far off the ball. We're giving up. We're giving up a 10-yard pass already.
Yeah.
You know?
And that's because that's what it is. They can't get no pressure on the man. You got to do something. Try to keep from getting a touchdown every time they throw the ball. If you're not getting to the quarterback, what you gonna do?
Well, the news media today was saying our defensive coordinator should be on the chopping block.
Yeah, because they weren't. Denver was catching the ball when nobody even around the guys.
Yes. Alvin Kamara was wide open.
Wide open.
Ball.
Sure. It's something we're not doing on defense. You're right about that.
These guys are running free, man.
Yeah.
So
and these are
you're wondering when he's gonna change things.
Mm-hmm. And on top of that, we can't stop the run. We get gashed in the run.
Yeah.
So they're not doing anything well.
I think earlier we were playing. You know, I hate to say it, but when we were like 6-3, you know, we 4-1 in the division. So we're running out of division games now. Right. So now we're playing some real teams, and we've been exposed. You know, we probably wasn't that good to begin with. I mean, look how bad, you know. I mean, and we did real well against what's the name? Tampa Bay. He got half of his stats against Tampa Bay. You know.
All right, Art, you gonna get put off.
We should start with the DC though. Get rid of our DC if we.
We're not performing on D. Yeah, there's something going on.
You know, we playing too soft. But the coach is a defensive coach, right?
Yeah.
The coach is a defensive coach, right?
Supposedly.
Yeah. Well, you remember Dan Quinn was a defensive coach, but our defense was terrible under him.
That's true.
Right. And why is it that he goes somewhere else and his defense is pretty good?
Dallas' defense was good. I don't know how his defense is in Washington, but in Dallas, his defense was pretty good until they got to the playoff and they got dogged in the playoff.
Yeah.
You got to have talent to be pretty good, though. That's the thing, and I think we need a really good edge rusher. And that will make Judon better. That'll make the line better, and the cornerbacks. It'll make them better as well because they don't have to, give up so much ground to keep from getting the touchdown.
I need to look up the 40 times, but I think our linebackers, except for Anderson, who's always hurt, our linebackers are kind of slow, man. You know, too. So that front seven is just not doing well. Grady of the past. Yeah. Onyemata hasn't been. You can hardly hear Onyemata's name at all. You know.
I think the Falcons are a couple of players away on defense. I don't think one
definitely
player.
They 3 or 4 players away, maybe.
Yeah, they hurt in the draft. You know, Judon is not as good. Hasn't worked out as well as we expected. I like the move, but it did. And then the draft. They haven't helped themselves in the draft at all.
Yeah, and our top. Well, one of the guys is hurt, Trice. Two of the guys, Trice and Roro, whatever his name. Both of those guys, both of those guys are hurt. You know, so I don't know, man.
But they got out coached against the Broncos. Let's face it. I mean, look at how much pressure the Broncos put on.
We got
out-coached, outplayed. Made Bo Nix look like he was Tom Brady.
Oh man, look like
he was Superman.
Georgia did a better job against Bo Nix than the Falcons.
The guys are wide open. You know, they're throwing screen plays and the guys running 10 yards down the field before anybody touch them. You know, that was crazy.
Yeah, and like I say, Kamara was wide open in that Saints game. Wide open.
Yeah.
He was so open, I guess it scared him and he dropped the ball. You know? So
I'm hoping that during this time down, during this bye week. Hopefully these coaches are looking at this and they're saying, look, we're gonna have to change some things, bro. Look, the players are away. We gotta sit down, we gotta come up with something different. Because what we doing, it ain't working.
It ain't working.
And then we let our top 2 sack guys from last year get away. Miami got Brian always talking about how they love your boy down in Miami.
Yeah, Calais. Yeah, they were talking about
who's the other guy? Oh, go ahead, Brian.
No, they were talking about how he's older, and they thought he probably only had like 1 year left. But shit, he said he might come back another year.
Wow, look at that. See,
Brian. Art, the other guy was Bud Dupree.
Okay. Yeah, I forgot. Where did he go to?
I don't know.
They definitely miss him. For sure. They definitely miss him.
Hey, y'all see how it's snowing up in Cleveland?
Yeah, I was getting ready to say this snow is coming down.
It is.
And what's the score? What's the score in Cleveland right now?
10-3 Cleveland.
10-3.
Cleveland up
a little bit.
Yeah. Cleveland is playing who?
Pittsburgh.
Oh,
Pittsburgh starting to have some offensive problems, aren't they?
Is famous Jameis?
Famous Jameis is looking out like all pro, but there's a thing with Pittsburgh and Cleveland, and the history is that Cleveland, no matter how well Pittsburgh is doing, Cleveland seems to always get them on Thursday night football.
But but Pittsburgh, Wilson came in there pretty hot, but they didn't score a touchdown last week, and now they haven't scored a touchdown tonight, right? Was it in the second? Is it in the second quarter?
Third quarter.
So they went 6 quarters, at least six quarters without a touchdown now.
Wow. So real quick, just to update y'all, Georgia Tech is leading North Carolina State. They playing tonight, and the score is 16-7.
Who's leading?
Okay.
Georgia Tech is up 16-7.
Okay.
Yeah,
Georgia Tech ain't no joke this year.
They're playing some ball,
Against who, Mike? Against who?
Georgia better watch out.
North Carolina State.
NC State. Georgia got a good. Does Georgia Tech have a chance against Georgia?
That could be a trap game.
Yeah.
Well, that's a trap game.
Watch out. It may be a spoiler.
That is a trap game. I'm telling you.
Nah, they ain't gonna do nothing. They ain't gonna do nothing with Georgia.
They always come to play Georgia.
This is one of the trap games. Bro.
Guys, it is 10. This time went quick tonight.
It's
10:02. The reason I like to stop it at 10 is because we get people dropping off. I hate that. But Mike, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Well, we can't before they drop off. Let's get Brother Andy to come on and do his thing.
Yeah. We got to get Brother Andy to do his thing. We got to. You got to have a doozy for last week, boy.
It was a rush job. And this is the cap. Okay, shame has visited this place. A game of pure disgrace. 1,403 miles away in a mile-high stadium on a partly cloudy day. Our defense has struggled without one sack, unable to touch the shoestring of the quarterback. Now, let's be clear. We knew before the start of the season that our pass rush was almost non-existent, that we needed an OC that could see what we see, that could bring the first round pits out of the pit, and that could orchestrate all the talent that we possess. Now that we have won the game that we should have won, and we should have won the game we should have won, and it wasn't so bad. And if we had made the field goal that we should have made, we wouldn't be so sad. But it is what it is, and that's all that we know. I just had to come on to Zoom and vent on the Mike and Amaysn show.
All right.
Talk to the fellas and help me see the light. And say we still 6-5 and everything's gonna be all right. Everything that's happening has all its purpose and reason. Just calm down, take a breath, and enjoy the holiday season.
All right.
All right, boys.
Hey, man, Andy, we got to get him around. Andy be coming with it every week, man. Yeah.
I love it.
Ernest, did you have a health thing for us, or you going to wait the next week?
The best thing I can say I have right now is that every day try to do something. If you don't do nothing but 5-10 minutes, wake up in the morning and stretch for 5 minutes, and then do 5 minutes of exercise, squats or something, and that'll help you to make a big difference. Because I know that, because when I stop doing it, I feel different.
Yeah. Okay. All right. If anybody else got anything before we let Mike close us up? I guess not, Mike.
Man, this has been awesome, my brothers. Look, man, y'all have a great and amazing, wonderful weekend. We'll see you next week. We'll see if we'll see you. We'll sit it out because next week is Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
So, man, we thankful for everybody. We thankful for the time we spend. And we'll hit you up and let you know we're going to do this thing, because I know everybody probably eating a little turkey, getting it in, being thankful. But holla, keep being positive. Let's make it our best life ever and never give up in the game of life. Boom.
All right, guys. Thanks, man. All right. Thank you.